and welcome back. We got some snow coming today, I think 1 or 2 inches, and then 4 days from now or whatever, right now they're predicting like 3 inches one day, 5 inches the next day, and then another one. Anyway, a total of 9, which I doubt will happen, but you never know. But this morning, it's exciting. I'm going up to the store to get some insulation for the guest house. I wanted to get out before the snow because this truck has seen no chemicals. I don't drive it much at all, except for around in the yard right now. But this one has the good lights, the bigger back box, and I have the trailer already hooked on it, so I'm going to run down. I need to get 9 bundles of the R19 insulation bats. Snowing pretty good now. I'll run in there and get my stuff and get it loaded on the trailer and get back home. Oh, it's already after 12, so I'm going to run inside and get some lunch. This afternoon I finally finished all of the duct work going, well, all of this flexible stuff. Cold airs are all hooked up. All the warm airs are hooked up and just drop down into the utility room. And now I started insulating the walls. All right, it's 7:30. I'm over, yeah, probably 3/4 of the way done. Maybe a little more than that. It's nice. It's a lot warmer in here. Hopefully come back out and finish it up tomorrow. Well, it's 12 o'clock. I'm going to run in for lunch. I got pretty much everything insulated except for some stuff in the utility room. I think 8 or 9 pieces. And I'm thinking about changing where that window is going to go versus where the washer and dryer are going to go, but I need to talk to Melissa about that. Everything else is in though. I can start putting the poly on the ceiling. I don't think I have enough staples for that, but I have enough to get me a ways. I had to double up these the chutes up there because in this area, since I slid them all the way down where the cantilever is, they were not tall enough to get above how deep the insulation will be blowing, because this insulation will be right around up, what is it, 17 inches or something. So I had to add a double there. I'm glad they're done. I think that's like the worst part. I don't know why I don't like doing them. They're easy, they're light, and they suck. I know you just saw me in the bathroom doing the ceiling in there, but it's actually 24 hours later now. Last night we had a load of wood delivered, so that stopped everything here. And this morning was real busy. I didn't even get out here until about 2:30. And I have the lid almost done on this side now. I just am finishing up this little, there's like 6 inches there that it didn't get covered. And then the whole lid will be done, and now that furnace doesn't come on near as much. It holds that heat in here much better. I did get poly put on one of the walls here. Much easier on the walls. After a couple days of using that stapler above your head, you can feel it in the shoulders. And doing the walls is quite easy. And as far as the actual insulation goes, this is just an R19, 5 1/4 thick. They're 93-inch long bats that are 15 1/4 wide, so they fit tight into the 14.5-inch space. And the only trick to doing insulation is, I always say fluff it, don't stuff it. You know, you don't want to push it in real tight or anything. You want to fluff it out because the air inside of the insulation is also a great insulator. So kind of come through, and I mean, you don't want it sticking out really, but and then you want to make sure the top is tight to the top plate and the bottom is tight to the bottom plate. It's easy to put it in, and if you're not on a ladder, you get a little 1/4 or 1/2 inch gap on top. So I always stand back and look at everything to make sure, because you know that's just going to be cold air coming through. I did go ahead and put these things on the receptacles so that when the sheetrock goes against there, it's supposed to, you know, make an airtight type seal, which is kind of good, but you know, some of these are, like if the stud's a little bit at an angle, this is a little bit at an angle, but you're supposed to have those on there. And back here now, I still haven't done the walls in here because I need to put that window in, and I went ahead and I was putting the poly on the ceiling in here yesterday, and it was like crap, I never ran the electric for the dryer, and I had started to put the poly up, and it's like there's no way I'm going to crawl up there, and then you get into that little small space and try to do it. So I went ahead and drilled the holes, brought everything around, polyed it, and then later in the day I was sitting there thinking, it's like, what a stupid. We were going to put the washer dryer over here, but now we're going to put the washer dryer over here, and I want to put the window over here on this back wall. So now I'll have to run another one. I've got a whole bunch of this wire. So I'm just going to run it through the wall and then it'll come up underneath the electric box. And I'll do that before I insulate in here. Tomorrow I should be able to get the window in and get this room, you know, buttoned up, but there's some plumbing stuff that has to go in for the washer dryer. I've got to get the drain down, and then I've got to get the water lines in, but the water lines have to stick outside of the wall because, you know, they can't go into the exterior wall. I don't know if I talked about this already, but that's why I want to move it over there, because I already have lines on the close to the ground for the boiler. Might as well have them, the other water lines, go in there and they can hook into the main lines instead of having to go around the whole entire thing. But anyway, I'm just going to get that strip put up there right now, so that's all tightened up, and it's just nice that that furnace isn't going the whole time. It really cuts down on that wood boiler going full blast constantly. 7 o'clock. I think we'll call her a night. I think tomorrow's schedule is going to be pretty open. I'd like to get in here and finish this poly, maybe get that window put in. Just odds and ends to do now, and then it's going to be time for sheetrock. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think I'm going to end this one right now, and the next one's going to be finishing things up and ready for sheetrock. I did not poly that back wall yet because I still have to get a vent, plumbing vent. I got a few plumbing vents to figure out. And it's one of them things that I don't do all the time, so I have to think about it. And I don't have a bit to go through 3 2x materials. Anyway, I got some stuff to figure out, but anyway, we're getting there. I'm really close right now for sheetrock. I mean, I have to get the tub in here, and I just have some head scratching to do, and I'll be ready. I will see you guys on the next video.